Good morning and welcome to Latte with Lynda. Now, later than usual, I was just writing a list of things I want to talk to you about. I didn't come on yesterday. I did my workout as usual and I went to a hot yoga class. Oh, that was it. I taught Inferno Hot Pilates at the Yoga Quarter, which is in North London. I did the New Year's Day class and it was a small but bijou class. And but it was great because they were all so strong that very few alignment cues. We just did it, and I did my best to do as much with them as possible because I was pushing them really hard, and that kind of took it out of me because then I decided I'm just going to change that. My little ears. Then I did the 90-minute Bikram Hot Yoga class with Michael Ealy. It was a busy class. It was the right temperature. I found it really tough. I did my best. I did sit out a few things, and I knew, when you have that conversation in your head, right, I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to sit down. And normally I'm like, no, we're going to do it. But I thought to myself, I overruled myself. So me, myself, and I had quite a conversation. I just sat down. I did them as much as I felt I needed to do. And it was great. It was really, really good. And make sure you've got some kind of movement in your daily routine, which is a beautiful segue, as they say, in broadcasting. Yes, I was in the industry for a while, and I finally made a decision. Today was number 47 of my 7 minutes daily workouts. Remember, I started them to make myself accountable and to ensure that I was doing something every day. Because as I say, that movement is so important. Good morning, Angela. I was going to say, we're not back at school yet, are we? Few more days and hours until that event. Enjoy it. And made a decision. So I've been doing these 7-minute workouts and every day live into my Facebook page. And the reason I did that was because I created this Inferno Hot Pilates page back in lockdown on Facebook by mistake. In fact, I created several pages. I've got a business page as well. Just follow me on everything. If you'll find me everywhere, literally. And so I created this page. I thought, there's nothing happening on it. How can I make use of it? I don't really want to close it down. So I decided this is the space where I'm going to do my 7-minute workouts. So I've done 47 now. I think probably about 31 days in a row. A few days off when I got cough and cold, more blocked up again. I think I need to look at my diet. That's another story, another investigation to be launched. And then I went away, because remember I went to the funeral in Belfast, so I had a few days where I wasn't practising. But when I was at my mum's, I realised that actually there is a way to do these workouts, and I even thought about doing them outside. I hadn't realised, I don't know why, I didn't realise that sun wasn't rising until so late in the morning. So it would have been like midday before I got any daylight if I'd have done it outside with it, because I didn't carry any lighting with me or anything. Anyway, I decided, I was trying to figure out a time. So at the moment, I'm going to go live at 6 a.m. GMT daily. And on Tuesdays, it will probably be about 5:30 a.m. GMT. But I'm going to see, I'm going to play around with it, maybe later. In fact, I don't want it to be any later because by the time I've done all the tech stuff, which is time code it, just take off the beginning and the end and put it onto YouTube and all that stuff, that is taking me a bit of time at the moment. However, I'm just going to tell the universe this. That will be one of the roles of my VA. So I need to think about who this VA is. So that will be one of the roles that my VA can take up. And that's going to save me a bit of time. So then I'll be able to these 7-minute workouts. And so that's one thing. The other thing is, which I had completely forgotten, I'm going to be live. I'm going to be at Waterstones. Can you believe it? I had a look and I was like, oh, this is posh. I agreed to do a talk, and it's for a group called Mums in Business. And so I'm going to do a talk. As yet, not sure what it is, but you know me, I open my mouth and I speak at leisure for time, and they'll probably drag me off. So it's at Waterstones on Wednesday, the 22nd of January, at 11:30am at Waterstones in Piccadilly in London. Isn't that amazing? Completely forgotten about that. So this is brilliant. So I will be putting that up on my stories, because I completely forgotten to promote it, and it would be really nice to have you there, or really get these mums in business, and I think it's actually suitable for women in business. Really, we've got to promote ourselves, because we don't promote ourselves enough, and we don't celebrate our wins enough. We are all, each and every one of us, a CEO, the CEO of our own lives, and that is how it is. So 2025, Project Delulu. This is what it's all about. So that is the first thing, 7-minute workouts. Then speaking engagements. So that is one. I'm also going to be doing a talk into another group, and they are, it's a little spiritual group. So much more about what would you call it? Oh, I don't know. Meditation and all that kind of thing. That's it. And so that I get to decide the date and time. It's going to be 7 p.m. It's going to be on Zoom. Got to figure out the date for that. And then, of course, I've got my catch-up with Sylvia Cohen, Communications. Yes, it's the next phase of a session I have with her. I did the thing when I decided who my soul client is, who I am actually serving. So I'm going to be doing a bit more on that with Sylvia. So that's coming up. And I think there's some, I booked on to something or another to do with LinkedIn. So a few engagements. So 7-minute daily workout starting from tomorrow at 6 a.m. GMT, live in my Inferno Hot Pilates group. So that is facebook.com/Lynda with a Y, Inferno Hot Pilates daily. And I know it can be tricky when you're on Facebook to actually find the live. Don't worry, it goes up, it stays in my page, so you'll be able to find it. And it's also going to go up onto YouTube as well. And I always put a little link on stories to let you know when it's up. And today's is already up on my stories. What else? Oh, yes. So, as you know, I typically serve black women in leadership who are frustrated and exhausted, doing all of the work without the recognition or the quality of life. In fact, they often feel they're in the room to solve a problem that is insurmountable, and their work is depleting them rather than uplifting them. So I am here, in my superwoman role. In fact, Warrior Queen 2.0 is here, Project Delulu, but this is not Delulu, this is good stuff. And so I'm helping them to overcome people-pleasing, get comfortable with saying no. That word no that we find so hard to add to our vocabulary. We've got to set boundaries. So no, learning to say no, standing in their power, owning their true voice, and going for what they want and being empowered to get it. Because the thing is, you will hear, I was told I was a safe pair of hands, so I took them out of the building. I was told, not everybody shares your enthusiasm for yoga, Lynda. So I took that enthusiasm elsewhere. So all of that kind of thing, being basically, sometimes the silencing is very, very subtle. Little jibes, little comments, and you think, oh, that's interesting. Now, I'm empowered now, so I'm not going to listen to it. I'm going to think, right, that's it, louder. So Warrior Queen 2.0, not everybody's going to like her. Because it's me, it's more me, and it's me being authentic and standing in my power and being my true authentic self. And if you don't like it, jog on, as they say. Because I spent far too much time listening to what other people say. And I don't have that line from Wicked, which is really, really good. Defying gravity. And it's all about no longer being that version of you that other people have created or expected. The version of me that I'm going to be is my version. So, yes, that means being jolly, because that's who I am. If you're miserable, jog on. And actually, that's good for us. Angela, it's very good. These miserable people, right, I would say, I'm just going to demonstrate. Take a few paces back, then turn and run for your life, because they are energy vampires and you do not want them in your space, because they will suck the lifeblood out of you. So yes, I'm jolly, I'm positive, I'm going to turn whatever it is coming or is here into something that I can alchemize, transmute it into something positive and empowering, because we do have a choice. I had this conversation the other day, and people got quite upset because they kind of said that it's what is spoiling the spiritual community, but it's a total, again, it's about how you see things. I mean, what I would say is getting up in arms and not taking action. What is the point of that? You've got to take action. If something is bothering you, take action to change it. And be mindful. Be mindful of what you are doing, that it is coming from the right place. But also be mindful that that right place may not be to everybody's liking. So what's really interesting, I'll give you an example. This business with Band-Aid. Yes, they had this idea that, yes, we're going to go in there and we're going to save Africa. Africa. All of these 1,000,001 countries in Africa. And I remember years later, I went out the front gate, and I decided that I was going to say hello to everybody I met. Anyway, I opened the gate and I saw this guy and I said, "Oh, hello, good morning." And we started a conversation. And he said, I can't remember what country he said he was from. And I said, "Oh, is everything okay there?" He said, yeah, we do, we're all right. And it's because of a perception I'd been given from all of the news stories that we cover. People in certain parts of Africa, they're starving, they're this, they're that. And he was from one of these countries. And he said, "No, we're fine. I'm fine." Clearly he was, because he was here and he was doing great. But just be mindful, I would say, about your intentions, and be knowledgeable and be respectful. In fact, let's throw something in. Let's decolonize this business, because this is the problem. It's been colonized, and certain people feel that they're going to save the world, but it's through colonial eyes. I'm getting radical, Angela. Yes. Anyway, so that was one thing I wanted to talk about. So the other thing on my list. I have opened up my books. I know it's very exciting, and it's called, these calls are Transform and Thrive Alignment Calls. So it's all about getting to the heart of what's keeping you stuck, and let's get you sorted for 2025. Hit the ground running, and you're going to fly, because everybody deserves the chance to fly. As in Wicked, I know. Thank goodness for that, Cynthia. That film was not even on my radar. The book, the play, nothing was on my radar until she appeared on my feed. And now I'm obsessed. And so it comes to pass that we've got to that point of the show, Latte with Lynda. No idea what edition. And as you know, I always go for the ones that are nice colours. Hold on. I'm going to go for this one. I've cheated because I like it. Everybody in our life is acting as a mirror. So this is so good. And this, I would say, remember this every single time you have a thought about somebody else, especially if it's negative. Everybody in our life is acting as a mirror. They are reflecting back to us what we have failed to acknowledge within ourselves. They are forcing us to look at what needs to be addressed. What aspect of our smaller self needs to be relinquished? And that is so this is interesting, because on New Year's Day, and I was going to tell you it was New Year's Day, after the clocks went, or was it before? Can't remember. So yeah, midnight, I pulled a card in my other pack, which is nowhere near. I'm just looking. No, nothing is where it needs to be, but we don't worry about those details. So in my African goddess cards, I pulled betrayal, and I thought, oh my God. However, said the same thing. It said this betrayal is not about other people, it is about you. And it also talked about that mirror. And when that thing happens to you and you're kind of taking it from that other person, so whether it's betrayal or heartache or heartbreak or whatever it is, turn it back on yourself and start to look within. So where are you betraying yourself? When that person triggers you, are they arrogant? Are they like these people, these white saviours that are bothering me? What is it in me that I get to inspect? So this is I really like this card. Everyone in our life is a mirror. So look at that person or that situation. What is triggering you? Look within. What is within you that you get now to explore? Is it something that you're going to change? Are you going to integrate it? Are you going to be more of that thing or less of that thing? Whatever it is. Soul Tribe. I say to myself, well, just do a couple of minutes. And before you know it, the day's over. Not had breakfast yet, you know. Soul Tribe, it has been wonderful as always. Happy 2025. I know I was going to talk about other things, but I can't remember what they were. Better to get on and make sure that these talks that I'm doing, so let me recap. Talk at Waterstones, Piccadilly, Wednesday the 22nd of January at 11:30am. And I'm going to offer 5 spots. Is it Transform? No, it isn't. Hold on, what is it? It is Transform and Thrive alignment calls. Let's get 2025 off to a cracking start. You can step into my world of Operation Delulu, Project Delulu, which means that you go big. You go big. Your steps might be teeny weeny, but your ideas are grand. Make them grand, because I'm telling you something. I wrote down on my on a piece of paper a couple of names. I just put the initials, and they were like Delulu. One of those people, has connected with me on LinkedIn. The other one is in a photograph with somebody I am connected with on LinkedIn. And she actually was saying how lovely this person is. I'm already several steps ahead of where I thought I would. So make it delusional, because I guarantee you, in this world of degrees of separation, there are virtually no degrees of separation. It's all possible. You can, you will, you're powerful beyond belief, you're magical. Put your mind to it, be positive, have those positive affirmations, and don't worry about those people that go on about toxic positivity. I don't even know what it is. What is this? If you're positive, if you can see something in a positive way, then they can jog on. So do it. You can do it. I think I've recapped and 7-minute workouts, 7 minutes daily from 6 a.m. from tomorrow. Daily. Tuesdays will probably be about 5:30 a.m. Join me. 7 minutes, and it's all going to be live on my Inferno Hot Pilates page on Facebook, and you can also pick it up, the recording on YouTube. Now, when I'm teaching, that means the recording will be later on in the day, but most days I get the recording up as soon as I can. Right, Soul Tribe, you are marvellous, absolutely marvellous. 2025 is your year. You get to decide how it goes, and which way it goes, and it's going up. It's going to Lulu. We're going to be on cloud 9 and cloud whatever. We're going to be way above cloud 9. Stick with me, Soul Tribe. I see you, I hear you, I feel you, I get you, I've got you, I love you. Have a wonderful day. Sending lots of love. Bye.